Bruston Ortman. Peace.
The show that never ends.
Ben Brust here for Zimbrick European. New year, new Audi. The search for your new Audi begins at Audi Madison, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road. Receive 2.99% APR for 72 months when you purchase a 2025 Audi Q5 Quattro. Offer is only available until February 2nd. Check out AudiMadison.com to browse and see current inventory and specials. Start your adventure at Audi Madison today, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road.
This is Wisconsin Volleyball National Champion Devin Robinson. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. This is Owen Dimple with your Sports Center update, brought to you by Celebrations Entertainment. Complete event services for weddings, corporate events, nonprofit events, outdoor movies, casino nights, and much more. Go to celebrationsentertainment.com to get started today. Well, the Milwaukee Bucks found a way to snap their 3-game losing streak in nerve-wracking fashion. The Bucks survived in Atlanta earlier today for a 112-110 win over the Hawks, where they led by as many as 23 points. The Bucks are back on the court Wednesday night at home against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Giannis Antetokounmpo had 21 points and 17 rebounds in a double-double today, and during the game, he was announced as a starter in the upcoming NBA All-Star Game. It's the 10th consecutive All-Star selection as a starter for Giannis's Hall of Fame career. Still lots of conversations and reactions surrounding Matt LaFleur's contract extension with the Green Bay Packers. That was announced over the weekend. ESPN NFL Nation Packers reporter Rob Domofsky joined Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning and revealed that negotiations only took 1 day between both sides.
The contract actually took 1 day. They did not start negotiating until Friday morning, and by Friday evening they had a
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special. Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other. Jim's an onion. You got to peel back the layers to get to the good part.
He's not just a basic Bears fan.
Full transparency. I muted Jim on Instagram and Twitter.
Wow!
Why? Because I did not want to hear any of your takes after the Bears-Packer game because I was so pissed off. I was like, I don't want to hear a word from Jim Rutledge.
Yes, Molly.
And I'm so glad.
Get muted, Jim.
I don't know. Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. The Mountain Jim Blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush
a Coors Light. No, Matt Hamilton. I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Molly Brown. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Molly is Pretty in Pink. Have you seen that movie before?
No.
It's a good movie.
Okay.
Molly Ringwald. And I think that's the one that includes the character Ducky, John Cryer. He was in 2.5 Men. The other guy in 2.5 Men, the TV show with Charlie Sheen.
Oh, the brother?
Yes.
No.
But he was an 80s kind of star.
Oh, interesting. No, I have
that
not seen
movie is
it.
an archetype for a lot of movies that you've probably seen from like the 90s.
Probably like The Breakfast Club, all those, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
16 Candles. I've seen 16 Candles.
That's a good one. Another Molly Ringwald classic.
Uh-huh.
Primetime Wollersheim in his Monday flannel. If you were texting me, my phone is charging. It's over there. So
Monday morning, or is it what's like the opposite of morning? Happy?
Night? No. Oh, sorry.
Morning.
Morning with a U you're talking
celebrating.
about.
Is that you're celebrating flannel after the Bears lost?
No, it's not celebrating flannel. Honestly, it went good with my Bucks hoodie today that I'm wearing underneath the flannel. I figured I'd actually show a little bit of pride in the Bucks team that finally got a win.
Yeah, by 2. They were up by like 30 points, and they only won 112 to 110.
That was the final on the way in. I was listening.
Yes, they won by 2.
They literally, yeah.
Did it really happen if it happened on Peacock and nobody saw it anyways?
But they were listening here on ESPN Madison.
They were listening on
ESPN
ESPN Madison.
But yeah, nobody watched that on TV.
That's
Honestly, thank you for making basketball and baseball even harder and harder to watch.
Oh, that's what you were texting about, Ryan.
Yes, there is a little bit of breaking news that I think we should interrupt the beginning of the show with.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Oh, baby, now this is some breaking news.
Per Ian Rappaport of NFL Network, the Miami Dolphins have zeroed in on Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley as their new head coach, per Ian and Tom Pelissero. The two sides need to do a deal, but they are motivated to do so, making Jeff Hafley, the Packers D coordinator, now off the market for any other team and off the market for the Green Bay Packers to come back next season.
Thank God.
Oh!
Because this is going to be the first domino to fall in the assistants that Matt LaFleur needs to get rid of. That's where my mind goes right away.
Will the Packers be better on defense now that Jeff Hafley's gone?
Who do you think they're going to get, though?
That's my question. Do you trust Matt LaFleur to hire
Sean
someone
McDermott?
better? Ooh.
That'd be wild.
That'd be a one-and-done deal, but that would be wild. Does Matt LaFleur
That's all they need. They only need a one-and-done deal.
I mean this respectfully. Does he have friends?
Yes. The former Atlanta Falcons head coach, Raheem Morris.
Do you think that's the move?
That would be the top candidate, I think.
Would
for most
Raheem
Packers
Morris
fans.
be better than Jeff Hafley?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think Raheem Morris had a pretty proven track record, and the final defenses that he coordinated in L.A. were very good. Though those defenses had Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey, so how much of that was Raheem Morris versus
Okay,
just
but this
superstar
defense
players?
has Micah Parsons and Xavier McKinney.
And Adrian Cooper.
Adrian Cooper? Yeah.
And
Now they need a corner.
CB1, Keyshawn Nixon.
Can I point this out?
He's a kick returner now. He better be.
He might not be on this team anymore.
I'll say this as now. I'm sure there's names, but like Seattle's not loaded with big time names, right? On defense,
Isn't there? Oh no, I don't know.
They have DeMarcus Lawrence, who is the longtime pass rusher for the Cowboys. They don't have a single superstar the way that, I would say even like, I would say like the Houston Texans defense did with Will Anderson and Daniel Hunter.
Yep.
But that unit, like top to bottom, is like everyone's like an A to A- level player.
And I'm not. It's not apples to apples, but I think coordinators who are elite at coordinating can coordinate. Like you can win and you can figure things out even if you're missing your star players. And I think the playoffs are showing that these teams are losing this battle of attrition over and over again, and yet they figure out ways to overcome what they don't have. And if you watch these games this weekend, you saw teams that were missing players. You saw teams that had more starters on who missed more starters in games than the Packers did, and you saw defensive coordinators fix things. Heck, you saw it during the Bear-Packer game last week.
Yeah, Dennis Allen actually made adjustments. You're right.
Yes.
You're right. That's why I asked last week to Mark Tauscher, where I'm like, how difficult is it to make adjustments? Because that's where my mind goes, is clearly it wasn't so difficult that the Bears were able to, and they completely shut the Packers down in the second half. So how come it's so hard to do it vice versa?
I kind of want to ask our first sign in with a poll question, but we're just going to, since this is breaking news that Jeff Hafley is reportedly on his way to Miami to be their head coach. The deal is not officially done. This is weird reporting now, but I guess you got to get out in front of it. So when it's close to being done, you just get out and say it's close to being done. Jeff Hafley.
Actually, Adam Schefter says Dolphins are hiring former Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley. Oh, sorry. If my phone would load. Jeff Hafley as their head coach. Hafley completed his second interview with the team today and will be their new head coach.
Okay, so Jeff Hafley is on his way, according to ESPN, on his way to Miami to be the Dolphins coach. Makes a ton of sense. Not because I think he's going to be a good coach, but you go for Mike McDaniel, the pretty boy, smart offensive guy, and you bring in
is he pretty?
defense coach. Like that's just what happens. If the Packers ever replace Matt LaFleur, it will be with a defensive guy. I can almost guarantee it. But
you want what you don't have.
Yes, Jeff Hafley is on his way to Miami. The Packers now are going to have a new defensive coordinator. Hopefully that's one of many moves, Molly, that the Packers will make. I think they
yes,
need to clean house.
Yes, they need a complete. Yes, I agree.
And not just at the coordinator level. I think they need to blow everything out.
Yeah.
Like, you bring in a new coordinator, you let them choose who they want as all of their assistants. Same thing with offense. That means you got to spend the money. Are the Packers going to spend the money on a guy like Raheem Morris? Because I'll tell you right now, Raheem Morris is a home run. Because I'll use the example you mentioned, Dennis Allen.
Yep.
Dennis Allen is older, but Dennis Allen has been good enough as a defensive coordinator to get a head coaching job twice. He failed at both of them. And now he'll probably be the Bears' defensive coordinator for as long as they want him. Raheem Morris has been good enough to be a head coach twice off of being a defensive coordinator. If the Packers hire him, he'll probably be the Packers' defensive coordinator for a while. Now, he's not as old as Dennis Allen, so maybe he'll get another try, but he's probably there for a little bit. And I think the Packers need a change of identity defensively, and not just with – I understand you got guys like Micah and Edgerrin Cooper as super talented players. But I think the overall mentality of this team needs to change. And I'm sorry to anyone out there trying to defend Hafley and calling it injuries is why their defense fell apart. If your defense falls apart because of injuries and you have no way to overcome those injuries with anything schematic to do anything different, and again, we all saw the Packer game. What did the Bears do? They don't have a pass rush. They don't have the players. They blitzed the hell out of them, and they came up with exotic blitzes and confused Jordan Love and confused Matt LaFleur. Jeff Hafley wasn't doing that, so I'm with you on that, Molly.
I was going to say, you can also compare it to the Packers' offense this season. They had how many injuries, and look at Matt LaFleur was still able to make something out of it.
Because Matt LaFleur is a top 5 play caller in the NFL. I do believe that, or he's right, or he has been. I think he needs help on offense too. But here's the question I want to ask, and you guys can agree with me on it. Do you think the Packers will be better on defense next year without Jeff Hafley?
I don't like answering that question before we know who's coming here. I don't like that. I don't know how to answer the question.
Yeah, but I that's why I like the question. Because I think there's a real case.
Because I don't think he's a good, I personally would probably, at this point, most likely say, yes, they'll be better next year, because I am not a Jeff Hafley fan. And I think something you can think of, too, if you're a Packers fan, is looking at how the defense was able to learn the new defense after the firing of Joe Barry, right? They were able to improve over the year when Jeff Hafley first stepped in. So, to me, that's a good thing and that's a positive thing. But it really just depends who they bring in. I don't know. If everything stays the same, just personnel-wise for this defense, no, they're not going to be better. They might be the same.
844-770-3776. That's Carbos Talking text line. Less is more. Ryan, you good with that as our side of the limited poll question?
I think it's a very fair question asked today.
Will the Packers be better without Jeff Hafley?
What do you think?
I think you're right. It's very dependent on who. And this also leads into the question of, do you trust Matt LaFleur? Because if Matt LaFleur hires Morris, then yeah, I think there's a strong case they'll be better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, because now that Jeff Hafley's gone, it's not like I have any reason to dislike him. I don't get the obsession with Jeff Hafley.
You're preaching to the choir here. Have we not learned this in the last 2 weeks?
He seems very run-of-the-mill, and his big claim to fame is that he was better than Joe Barry.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a high bar to cross. And apparently he must be very good with the media, and he's very good in press conferences and interviews. And obviously with coordinators, it's very much up in the air. But for some reason, and this is just a feeling I have, he gives off Eberflus vibes.
Why?
It just doesn't come across as someone that can run an entire team, that can be the CEO type, that can inspire an offense and a defense. And then the other question I have, because I think this was part of the problem with Eberflus too, and I only bring him up because Packer fans know him and he was terrible.
And also he got fired from the Cowboys.
And he got fired from the Cowboys. But with the Colts, he was not coming off the Colts last year. It was coming down a little bit, and he was at his best when he had great players. And when the players got hurt, the defense got worse. And he came from college to the Colts to the Bears. Boston College. Now, he was not a head coach in college, but still. Then you got Hafley.
Wait, Eberflus was at Boston College too?
No. I'm saying I was going to
Hafley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eberflus came from Missouri, I believe.
Okay.
They actually have the exact same path.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like,
but
wow.
And he was not a head coach. And then Hafley, obviously, head coach to D coordinator with the Packers. It's just,
It is crazy going from failed college head coach to DC to NFL head coach this quickly.
And it's not.
It is an incredible fast track.
And it's not like the Packers defense has been elite.
It looked like it at least the first half of the season when Micah was healthy. But even then, it was they looked elite at times. They never looked elite for like entire stretches of games outside of the first 2 weeks.
844-770-3776. That's the Cardinals Talking text line. List is more. The Adam and Madison, Ryan, I'm curious because you're going to be the one on the panel that knows this answer. Says, I don't know how accurate it is, but I saw something yesterday that Jim Leonard is still interested in going to Green Bay. He only turned it down before we hired Hafley because he thought he'd be at Wisconsin long term. Is that accurate?
I don't know. I don't know what I can believe with the Jim Leonard stuff.
I know there's been tweets out there, but if you read
there's
them,
tweets, yeah,
they're very vague in the idea of like, well, Jim Leonard's from Wisconsin, and we were never told why he turned down. Like, he never said, I'm coming back to Wisconsin because I think Paul Chryst is going to get fired and I'm going to be the head coach.
Yeah.
He never said that. Nor was that really on the table when he came back. Nobody was expecting that to happen that quickly. And I honestly, there's conjecture about his wife didn't want to leave Madison for Green Bay. Maybe she'd be happier going to Green Bay than if they're in Denver currently. Maybe they're still in Madison. I don't know. But I would say everything around Jim Leonard is very much conjecture. And correct me if I'm wrong, he has not coordinated a defense since the Badgers.
He was an assistant for Illinois for, I believe, at least one season, and then now he's been like a defensive assistant for the Broncos for the last few years.
So let's think of our question that way. You said if Raheem Morris possibly comes to Green Bay, you think that the defense is better than it was under Jeff Hafley.
Yes.
Now replace that name with Jim Leonard. Because it is obviously a name that Wisconsin people love Wisconsin people.
Well, and we'll be able to throw out a later one with some names in there. Wisconsin people do love Wisconsin people. And let me start with, because I have this up, comparing and contrasting Raheem Morris' style versus Jeff Hafley's as far as how they schematically do things.
Okay.
Raheem Morris is basically a strict, think of the Bears with the cover two. The Lovie Smith defense, that's what Packer fans have probably seen the most. The Tampa 2 defense that Tampa ran, obviously. So you get an idea of what that defense is, which means you want long, rangy corners. You don't blitz as much, which in this case, when you have Micah, like the thing that works in this sort of defense is it's a bend, don't break defense, and then you rely on a guy like Micah to create the pressure.
Quarterback tackler.
And then it's a single high safety instead of a split safety. Jeff Hafley runs more of a split safety, very nickel-heavy defense, and likes to use a lot of pressure, a lot of blitz rates, which can then open you up to get explosive plays against you. So Raheem is more, let's basically force you to make a mistake, work your way down the field, and when you have a guy like Micah, though, in this defense, the defense can be elite.
Do you think even Raheem Morris, with the current holes on this defense, can make them an elite defense?
Well,
specifically at cornerback?
No, so the corner, so the harder part would be, and this is where you cannot quantify as much, is what is Raheem's ability and what is his staff that he brings in? Because can he bring in a staff that can maximize the potential of what Nixon is? Can he put a guy like Nixon and Hobbs in better positions? Can he figure out a way to use Lucas Van Ness better? And can he figure out? Can he hire a defensive line coach that can get more out of those guys? Can he hire a secondaries coach that can get more out of these guys? Can he help find someone in the roster building process that is more of a diamond in the rough, a fine type player? Because that's what these teams need. And the Packers, knock on Hafley, could say, what's been the development? Rashawn Gary has not gotten better. Lucas Van Ness has not gotten better. Keyshawn Nixon has not really gotten better. Mm-hmm. And so Cooper is also like a one of one, just like Parsons. So like, McKinney was a fully functional guy when he got here.
The interior of their D-line was better this year, and that was partially because they actually did bring in a new D-line coach, DeMarcus Covington, who's now being interviewed for defensive coordinator position, I believe, with Dallas. But I will say, thinking about guys who develop specific positions really well, and another guy who I think Packer fans will lose their minds over is the guy who I think helped develop some of the cornerbacks in Chicago this year, Jim. Al Harris.
Yeah.
I think he's a guy that I don't know how realistic it is that he could be a D coordinator by now, but I know that a lot of Packer fans are infatuated with the idea, as am I.
Wisconsin loves Wisconsin.
I mean, Wisconsin loves Green Bay, too.
Al Harris, I'm actually surprised that he hasn't had some other step up for him.
Has he had interviews? I feel like I haven't heard of any.
And I'm surprised by it because in Dallas he did a great job with the secondary there.
Trayvon Diggs, he made him like an All-Pro.
Yes.
This might be a dumb question, but did Al Harris leave Green Bay on good terms?
That's a great question. I do not, as far as I know, he did.
Okay.
I don't know any.
Because that's just something that seems like.
I don't think they were like bad terms. Maybe they weren't good, but I don't think they were like anything.
I feel like you just hear things about how the Packers treat their players, and it's like, well,
yeah.
If he didn't leave on good terms, then would he want to come back to Green Bay? But I don't know. Brandon in Tulsa says, of course they'll be better. Gary's lazy butt will be gone, and Nixon won't be there to get cooked or jump out of the way when he needs to make a tackle. New DC needs to call out that BS going forward. And then the Adam in Madison says, honestly, if they interview anyone with a bend don't break philosophy, they will not be better next year. They need a guy like Jim Schwartz that plays to win instead of playing to not lose.
Okay.
Did they play to not lose? Because it looks like they played to
play. The 4-3 is not a play. It's not a play to not lose. It's you have to make plays over and over
25
again.
points in the fourth quarter. That's what I come back to.
Right.
25
and I think
freaking points in one
part
quarter.
of it, too, is that to bend no break, sometimes you need to force pressure to force the turnovers, as the Bears did so well all year, and the Packers just never converted on those opportunities. I don't know what that was. I mean, they lost the guy who actually might have been the reason for them getting so many turnovers 2 years ago, their linebackers coach, Anthony Campagnoli. He was the guy who came in. He was the fire and brimstone guy. He was the tough guy. He was the guy on Hard Knocks who had the entire tirade where the entire thing's like bleeped out because the FCC couldn't play it on the air otherwise. But then he leaves. He goes to Jacksonville, and he's now their D coordinator this past year. And they're one of the teams that leads the league in turnovers all of a sudden. So there is a big aspect to like who the coach is. Sometimes like that seeps into the players, and like that helps them sort of become that ball hawking defense. It becomes. When you preach it and you teach it the right way, then you actually start to see results, even with things like quote-unquote turnover luck. When you get the opportunities, you convert on the opportunities.
Interesting.
And as far as we can tell, Jeff Hafley's defense was never able to do that.
Even though he said that they were. Well, the first year.
The first year they were, but once again, that's when you had the Campagnoli's there, then Campagnoli leaves, and now it seems like Jacksonville's got the bug. So I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe Al Harris can do it for the Packers. That's what I'm hoping personally. But I think we can get into coordinators later on, but either way, there needs to be some massive changes now that Matt LaFleur is staying with the Packers. Yes. Not just on defense.
Yes, Matt LaFleur is back. Goody's back. Jeff Hafley, according to ESPN, is on his way to be the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. So 844-770-3776. That's a Columbus Talking text line. This is more our Siding Unlimited poll question. Will the Packers be better on defense without Jeff Hafley? Chalmers Jewelers is a place where you can be better, a better gift giver. Go to Chalmers Jewelers. Valentine's Day is less than a month away, so get in there and get yourself a custom piece of jewelry at Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. Madison's custom and Madison's family-owned jeweler. Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and Middleton. The conversation continues on the other side. It's Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Breaking green and gold news. Defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley is leaving Green Bay. What's next for Matt LaFleur's coaching staff? Reaction continues next. Breaking news on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Metro Kia and Metro Ford of Madison.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
I wasn't sure if I could afford college, and my family couldn't help me. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I found financial support beyond tuition. Even fuel, transportation, and technology has been covered. It's incredible that I'll be able to graduate debt-free. My advice to others, don't let financial barriers stop you. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started. 4 years. That's enough time to earn a college degree, to serve a full term as a president, to train for something big and become someone new.
You bet, and get 0% interest for 4 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, so you can invest in your home and in life's biggest moments. With exclusive features and customizations, Pella offers the highest quality products at a price you can afford.
Aim high when setting your New Year's resolution and imagine what you can do in 4 years when you finance your home project with Pella. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
There's no chill on the deals at Metro Kia of Madison. Right now, drive home a 2026 Kia K4 with 3.48% APR for 48 months. That's just $22.35 per $1,000 financed. Or step up to a 2025 Kia Sorento with 0% APR for 60 months, only $16.67 per $1,000 financed. Don't wait, deals end February 2nd. Metro Kia of Madison, where there's no chill on their deals. Visit metrokiaofmadison.com.
Steady. Ah, I hit my thumb.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Did you swear that you'd get that house project done ages ago and now it's causing you real pain? From leaky faucets to light fixtures, let our handyman team at Bruner Realty fix it all. Fast, friendly, and without the agony. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, a special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
Breaking green and gold news. Defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley is leaving Green Bay. What's next for Matt LaFleur's coaching staff? Reaction continues next. Breaking news on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Metro Kia and Metro Ford of Madison.
I've been wondering, not who he is, not how he presents. Why do people think Jeff Hafley's good?
Thank you!
That's the stance of this show, but yes.
Okay. Maybe he is, and maybe I'm wrong, but why is he so obviously a head coaching candidate other than how he presents, how he carries himself, and who he seems to be? Which, by the way, A+ all around.
That was Evan Cohen on Jim, Matt, and Molly last week. We are efforting to get him today because he's been on the Why Jeff Hafley train almost as long as Molly Brown. Molly Brown is the conductor of that train.
Thank you.
And Evan Cohen is the semiconductor? No, that's not the right term.
Caboose?
Dude, I'll call you'll make him cry if you call him the caboose.
Okay.
First mate? What is the assistant?
A captain. We'll call him the captain.
The captain of the...
But it's a train. There's no captains on a train.
A co-conductor.
You're right. There's a conductor on the train, and then there's the other guy who shovels coal into the furnace.
Yeah.
I don't know what that guy's
me.
called.
Honestly, that would be me, and Evan would be the conductor.
Okay.
I'm just happy to be on the same train as Evan Cohen. How about that?
Come on, ride that train.
Molly, ticket? Show me your ticket. Do you belong on this train?
Is this Polar Express right
now?
It
is Polar Express. Yes. I'm Tom Hanks.
Hot chocolate. Hot.
Damn hot.
Jim's the penguin. Jim's the penguin waiter, serving hot chocolate. Don't they all wear penguin suits?
You must be bigger into Polar Express than I ever was.
No,
I don't remember.
That literally used to be my favorite movie.
I enjoy it.
I'm the ghost who sits on the top of the train, by the way.
Yeah, honestly, that tracks. I have not seen that movie in probably 10 years, though, so, I'm excited to watch with my kids, but honestly, I saw a tweet this year that somebody was like, okay, now that we're old enough, can we all just say how horrible of a movie Polar Express was?
I like the movie. It's unsettling. The actual
animation is weird. It's uncanny.
Why? Because it's like that fake real people kind of thing?
Matt brought it up, but there's a specific term for it.
Of course.
Yeah, Matt
Nye, the science guy.
Yeah.
Matt Nye, the science guy.
That was, oh my God, that was a weird moment because I looked at Molly and I heard her talking, but your lips weren't moving, and I'm like, what is happening? Are you like ventriloquist right now? You're just singing through your teeth?
Brandon in Tulsa. Whoa, I did not know Brandon in Tulsa was a train conductor. He says train conductor here. Interesting.
That is amazing.
Conductor and engineer on train nowadays. Just two of us. So I'll be the conductor. Evan will be the engineer. Evan the engineer.
I'm shocked to learn there's not a coal person.
There's got to be like a coal person, right?
No, they don't run on coal anymore, right?
What do
That
they have?
seems-
Electricity? Gas.
That I don't know.
No, literally. What would it run
I
on?
honestly don't
They
know.
run on hopes and dreams, Molly.
literally,
it's Thomas
Ryan.
the Tank Engine.
No,
I feel like it's the electricity through the tracks that
I
makes
think
them go.
I think there's like gas. I mean, there's a lot of ways.
There's no gas.
All right, how about we do this? Brandon in Tulsa
But I
is
guess
listening.
trains do explode if they, like, right? Haven't you guys seen that movie with Denzel Washington?
Well, if it's in a movie.
You know what I'm talking about.
The one with Chris
Continue.
Pine?
Is this the documentary?
I think so, yeah.
This documentary, did you watch it before or after Chernobyl?
Okay, Chernobyl is real, and yes, radiation makes people like zombies. I still
just
fully
blow up.
stand by it. Your skin turns green. I imagine. Okay, Brandon in Tulsa, yes. How do trains work?
Yes.
Is there electricity? Is there gasoline? Is there...
We sound like the dumbest people alive. But I mean
Coal?
we, because I don't know either. I have no idea. And I've taken a train from Madison to California.
Do you feel smart?
We know. Your fumes were powering that train. Anyways.
Jim Rutledge.
What, Ryan?
I don't remember what I was going to say.
Honestly, just a side note.
This whole thing is a side note.
Right. If I was told that I died on that train and everything since then is just some sort of...
You were the ghost.
Right,
the ghost
right.
on the Polar Express.
I would believe it. Like, if someone's like, Jim, like, 6th Sense, you've been dead since that train ride. I've been like, oh, okay.
Okay, Brandon Tulsa's sassy. He said, we run on diesel fuel, for God's sake. I don't know what diesel fuel is. Like diesel? Like a diesel truck?
Not like you give. Big,
Like
strong
Vin
guys.
Diesel.
Yeah. Yeah, diesel fuel, because you got to be diesel to throw the coal.
I can verify
Into the
that. Don in Sun Prairie also just called on the Carlos talking text line just to
also a
let
train
us.
conductor?
He's not a train conductor, but he knows that they run on diesel.
Because I was going to
So-
say, we must have the highest listener rate of train conducters.
Okay,
in
another
all
dumb
the United
question then.
States
Where's
if
the-
Don was also a train conductor.
Where's the gas tank?
It's in the back, like where the license plate is. It's just, you flip up the license plate.
These are the questions
the
that we
diesel
all want
gas
to
in.
know, though, Ryan. Don't act like you're not thinking it.
You don't want to know more about Raheem Morris or Al Harris or Jim Leonard. You want to know where diesel is stored on a
They're
on
all
a train.
fictitious options until it actually happens.
Now, Rick from Madison says Jim is right. The tracks produce electricity.
But Rick from Madison.
Rick from Madison.
Rick in
isn't-
Madison. What are your credentials? What do you do for a living?
He is a landscaper, I believe. Because remember, he's mad at me for the company I use, which I'm not going to use in this year.
No. That's
someone
Bob.
else.
That's Rob.
Rob, you're right. My bad.
Because then there's Rick in DeForest, and then we also have Rick in Madison.
For a
This is-
second, I thought it was Rick in DeForest, and I was like, "You make barbecue? How do you know this?" North and South Seafood and Smokehouse is amazing.
I'm sorry,
By the
Rick,
way.
I got my Ricks mixed up.
But yeah,
your Rick's mixed up.
Rick in Madison, I need to know your credentials to be sharing
I
information like
really
this.
don't see how they trump Brandon in Tulsa.
I don't either. What if Rick in DeForest? What if Rick in Madison literally makes trains?
Or like, my job is to
Fuel the train.
Yeah, he makes the
pumps
tracks.
the gas for it.
It's like a gas attendant. 25 on 6, please.
Anyways, when are the Packers? When will they?
Let me set.
Okay, I'm sorry.
ESPN
Back
is
to trains, Molly.
Please do.
ESPN is reporting that Jeff Hafley is on his way to the Dolphins to be their new head coach, which is why we're having a discussion about trains, obviously. But
Because how long does the train take to get from Green Bay to
Miami.
That's clearly how he's
The
traveling.
Amtrak from Columbus, yeah.
probably like 13 hours.
I bet. Yeah.
13 to 14 hours.
Or you could just hop on whoever the owner of the Dolphins
Stephen
PJs
Ross.
is.
He does spend a lot of money. He loves to fire and hire head coaches, and he usually gives them a lot of money. So I would not
I
be
say that
surprised.
because I saw that the owner of the Giants just
John Mara.
yeah, they flew John Harbaugh on his PJ.
Yeah.
He got to New York in the morning, flew on the PJ home. Hard life as an NFL head coach.
No kidding.
844-770-3776.
How successful do you guys think Jeff Hafley will be in Miami?
I think he's going to fail.
I hope he sucks.
Wow.
That's harsh, but like genuinely, since people have started to tell me that I'm wrong by how much how I think that Hafley is not good and that he has not proven himself as a defensive coordinator, and the more that people try to say he's going to be a head coach, he's going to be great, he's going to get all these jobs, I'm like, I hope I'm proven right and he sucks. That's wrong of me to say probably,
No, it's
but
not.
you know what? That's my true feelings.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever been more proud of any human being ever. No. We need the Star Wars drop where he's like, let the hate run through you.
My hate for Hafley. Literally just buy me a shirt that says I hate Jeff Hafley or something. Hate Hafley. And then the back says 25 points in the fourth quarter.
It's I hate Jeff Hafley.
By the way, guys, do you know who the Green Bay Packers play next season? The
Dolphins.
AFC East. So they play the Dolphins next year.
Oh, look at Rick and Madison. My father worked for the North Atlantic, which is a train company.
There's a lot of train connections here. Can we just find out how many people have connections to trains?
Yes. 844-770-3776. It's Carbo's Talking Text Line. This is more. If you or anyone in your family has worked for a train company, please let us know. Whether it's pumping gas for the train.
I didn't know trains still had such a big part like America. Like I thought the Union Pacific was like 150 years ago.
Haven't you I guess you don't come from
Well, no,
East Wash.
What do the trains that you see going around everywhere are doing?
I was going to say.
But that's like
They're
once
just
a
driving
week.
around for fun.
I see those like once a week, I feel like.
Nope. They stop traffic on East Wash every freaking day.
Okay, well, I come around the Beltline and come around down John Nolan. There's a train that comes through there like periodically, but like I said, it's literally like once a week.
There was campsite.
And it's like four, what do you call them? Cars. 4 cars for the train. I was going to say 4 cabooses for a second.
There's
Kabusai, actually.
Caboose.
Cabooses.
Giannis, that's Campo.
There is a campsite up, I think it's Mill Bluff, that the train ran by, I swear, every 3 hours, and it had a lot of cabooses. Kabusai? It had a flock of cabooses.
A what?
A flock. A murder of cabooses. Isn't that what we call a collection of crows?
Yeah, murder of crows, yes.
Yes. Also, that's what you call Ryan.
A Ryan of crows, yeah.
Little untold story. Ryan's license plate is murder.
It's red rum, Jim.
Right, and they asked why. He said, I love crows. I'm a big Edgar Allan Poe fan.
Just love the Ravens, man.
Ooh. Adam from Moho.
Hey.
Says, my grandfather on my mom's side built the engines in Fond du Lac back in the day. We have a lot of train connections.
I love this.
But even then, it's a grandfather.
No,
my dad worked for
care.
the North Atlantic. Like this, it's a different generation.
My parents are still working. What are you talking about?
Well, no, he said grandfather.
No, but the one before said my dad.
Well, how old is Rick and Madison?
I don't know, Rick and Madison. How old are you?
Can we ask that?
Either way.
He doesn't work for us. I guess we can ask him.
Yeah, why
I'm not interviewing him.
This is a HIPAA? No.
You don't ask that question? How old are you?
Rick and Madison also says trains are one of the biggest transportation cargo within the U.S.
Yes.
Outside of cargo ships.
I could understand your question about trains.
It does seem outdated.
But at the same time, I, at least once a month, rue the day that we decided not to put a high-speed rail between Madison and Milwaukee. At least once a month.
We should have high-speed rails everywhere in the United States.
Yes. So, honestly, bring back trains. That's my new stance for 2026.
BBT.
Bring back trains. I thought that's for something else.
And
no, you're thinking of BBL.
Oh, okay.
Do you think Packer fans would
always?
Okay, now I'm bringing it back to an actually serious question. Do you think Packer fans would rather bring back Jim Leonard to the state of Wisconsin or Al Harris? One of the two, because I think those are the two that I think Packer fans here in the state will get the most excited.
So
for.
let's just throw it out there. 844. Did you throw out the first question?
I sure did.
All right. 844-770-3776. Carbo's Talking Text Line. This is more. Our first side limited poll question was
coal question.
How often do you use coal?
It's diesel, Jim.
No, diesel dudes lifting the coal into the fire.
Because they work out of Carbon World Health.
Exactly. I could, if I wanted to, if I went to the train as a Carbon World Health and said, you know what, I'm changing careers. I need to be diesel, so I could be the diesel coal thrower on a train. They could come up with a workout plan for me. I probably need some extra hormones.
They can help me out with that.
Yeah, figure out that out.
I got to figure out my elbow. Maybe I have to get an elbow replacement. They won't do that for me at Carbon World Health. But they can help me get Diesel over there. I don't want to be Diesel. That's the only reason I'm not Diesel. But you can go to Carbon World Health and give them your workout goals, and they can help you reach them. Also, they have hydrofacials, so I can be the best skin of any Diesel coal thrower out there. And they can help you out with hormone optimization and semaglutide. We will have a real conversation about Jeff Hafley. Look, whatever. We are the number one show. Can we put this in all marketing materials going forward? We are the number one show for people working in the train industry or families that have worked in the train industry. Right here in Madison, Wisconsin, we are the number one show for that audience. 844-770-3776. Carl Talk text line. List is more. We're going to post a second side and then a poll question. Who do you want as the Packers' new DC? We'll go with Raheem Morris, Al Harris, Jim Leonard.
Yeah, those are the options.
All right. Jeanette Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Breaking green and gold news. Defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley is leaving Green Bay. What's next for Matt LaFleur's coaching staff? Reaction continues next. Breaking news on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Metro Kia and Metro Ford of Madison.
Doug Brown is Assistant Executive Director of the Dane County Humane Society. Doug, your organization has business technology from James Imaging Systems. Today, we'd like to hear about your mission.
At Dane County Humane Society, we believe that everybody deserves the unconditional love that a companion animal can bring into their lives. We take pride in working with our community to help people help animals.
How so?
We are proud to offer services for adoptions. We're proud to help lost animals find their way home. We're proud to be able to take care of the injured and orphaned wildlife of the community.
How can others lend a hand to help the Dane County Humane Society?
I'd encourage anybody who is interested in helping to visit our website where they can learn more about the organization, including ways to volunteer, to donate, to participate in a special event.
And the Dane County Humane Society's website is?
GiveShelter.org.
One more time.
GiveShelter.org.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
The biggest games.
Back-to-back state championships. Still going, lowers his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Wanakee.
The most compelling stories.
Where are you going to be playing basketball next year?
I'm proud and excited to announce that I'll be going to the University of Charleston.
We are now joined by the Executive Director of the WIAA, Stephanie Hauser.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Hi, Dave from Canopy Wealth Management here. Our balanced approach helps guide you through a complex and ever-changing landscape. Throughout your family's financial planning journey, we will serve as a partner, advocate, and steward in all aspects to help you achieve your goals with confidence. At Canopy, care, competence, and clarity, it's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Molly Brown here for Metro Kia of Madison. Metro Kia is Madison's trusted Kia dealership, and they are home to the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Looking to purchase, finance, or service your vehicle? Metro Kia of Madison is the place to go. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned Kia, you can browse their extensive inventory and find this month's specials at metrokiaofmadison.com. That's metrokiaofmadison.com. Find your new vehicle at your trusted Kia dealership on the east side of Madison today.
Madison's financial challenges need a Dane County-based bank. Starion Bank is a full-service community bank that delivers quality big bank services with a local approach. We are proud to be there for any budding entrepreneur or small businesses, helping them exceed their financial goals from banking to lending to cash management. Visit a banker at one of our convenient branches in Middleton, Monona, or Sun Prairie. Starion Bank, taking you farther.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Henningsen with Stoughton Health Ortho Team Clinic. I specialize in joint pain and joint pain surgery, specifically hip and knee replacement, including second-time surgery for hip and knee replacement.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
We ask and you answer. Tune in to Jim, Matt, and Molly every weekday 4 to 6 and follow at Jim, Matt, Molly on X to vote in daily poll questions presented by Siding Unlimited. Trust Siding Unlimited with your next window and door project. Breaking green and gold news. Defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley is leaving Green Bay. What's next for Matt LaFleur's coaching staff? Reaction continues next. Breaking news on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Metro Kia and Metro Ford of Madison.
Madison College gives you over 200 programs to choose from across 11 areas of study, and that includes associate's degrees, technical diplomas, certificates, and even apprenticeships. And the best part is that it's the lowest cost per credit tuition in the region, with more than 100 programs fully eligible for financial aid, including Pell Grants. So whether you're starting fresh or building on your skills, you can do it affordably, just like I did at Madison College. Start your path at madisoncollege.edu.
She's Molly Brown. I am Jim Rutledge. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. The news of the day. ESPN is reporting that Jeff Hafley, Packers defensive coordinator, is on his way to Miami to become their head football coach. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. Carl was talking text line. List is more. You can tell us if you have a connection to the train industry. We want to see if we are the most connected, the official show of the train industry. Jared in
preeminent,
DeForest,
some might say.
Jared in DeForest chimes in. If no one has said it yet, most trains in the U.S. have a large diesel engine that runs a turbine that supplies power for traction motors that make the train move. So Jared kind of put it all together for us. So Rick in Madison sounds like he is right, and Brandon in Tulsa also right.
Okay. I trust them more than me.
Diesel.
Yes. Diesel.
Vin. First name Vin.
And then also
Last
for
name
football-related things, we have a Siding Unlimited poll question up. Football field. We asked the question, who do you want as Packers new defensive coordinator? Raheem Morris, Jim Leonard, or
Vin Diesel?
Football field. Who was it? Al Harris. JB from the V chimes in. LaFleur has no backbone. As much as I like Jimmy Leonard, we need Raheem Morris in there.
I guess he's assuming Raheem Morris has that type of backbone, that sort of defensive coordinator edge that we're all looking for. Okay. I mean, Matt LaFleur's 5'10"?
No, I meant taller than Jim Leonard.
Oh, taller than... Oh, wow, you're just taking shots at Jim Leonard.
I'm not taking shots, but a bigger backbone.
Yeah, Jim Leonard. Okay, so just quite literally a longer backbone. Gotcha.
Who are our three options? Jim Leonard, Raheem Morris, and who?
Al Harris.
Oh, yeah, I did ask ChatGPT. So earlier,
who had the longest backbone?
Mm-hmm.
That was quick.
I got all the longest here for you. But we'll save that conversation for later, the podcast. I asked them to compare the defensive styles of Jeff Hafley and Raheem Morris and that of Jim Leonard. We can work Al Harris into this as well. So basically, the main difference was Jim Leonard's defensive identity is closer to Hafley than Morris, but less reckless and more systematic. Jim Leonard's defensive style sits between Raheem Morris and Jeff Hafley, but Jim Leonard is more of a quarters and precision guy and does a lot of disguise. So very similar. You get a similar defense to what Jeff.
So I'll ask it again. If they don't make any true personnel changes this offseason on defense, do you think they'll be significantly better no matter who the coordinator is?
So if you bring in Raheem Morris, you probably have to make some personnel changes
because of the differences in style of play. You're saying specifically
yes.
In the
it's
secondary?
Not dramatic, but it's enough. Yeah, the type of player. So this is the thing, and I don't know how the Packers work here, but most of the time, a defensive coordinator during the draft process and during the player acquisition process and free agency should have some sort of say into what type of player that they want.
That makes sense.
Some guys want long corners who can play press. Some guys like long arm. Like Al Harris, for an example, he has a type of corner that he wants. And I'm sure other positions as well. He wants the longer players. He wants the lengthy, athletic defensive backs.
He wants Trayvon Diggs.
He wants Trayvon Diggs. He wants him, himself as well.
Packer.
He likes those sorts of players. Heck, even Nashawn Wright is a longer corner. Like he's not super long, but he's
DB
big.
for the Bears.
DB for the Chicago Bears. He has a type there, and then you can also go to I would imagine his defense would look similar to what Dallas ran when he was there, which was under Monty Kiffin a lot of the times, and that was more of a 4-3. But the type of players he might want different types of D linemen or different types of D ends. Lucas Van Ness and Rashawn Gary are not necessarily great defensive ends in a cover 2 defense, a Tampa 2 defense, because they're more pass rushers, linebackers disguised as D ends because they are lighter. Gary's gotten bigger, but both those guys might not fit a new system. So there are some slight things you can see.
So we already
change.
know that Goody doesn't really pick the groceries to fit Matt LaFleur's offense.
Yes.
Exactly.
So that's just, yes.
So do you think they would do that for a D coordinator?
So then my point would be, you better, if I'm LaFleur, you kind of have a conversation with Goody and be like, what do you... And this honestly could be the problem with the Packers. Why isn't Goody drafting players that fit what LaFleur wants to do? And why wouldn't Goody draft players that the defensive coach wants to do? Especially if Goody, and this is where the power structure gets weird, because Goody should be incentivized for Matt LaFleur to be successful, and they should be working together to get the players that he wants, and then on the defensive side of the ball, work with the defensive coordinator, get the players that he wants. I understand a defensive coordinator, when they first get to a team, has to work with what he has. There's only so many things you can do with a team.
Mm-hmm.
But then when things get going, you'd think to be, all right, let's work hand in hand, and let's get the players in here that you really want, that really fit your system.
Yeah, you would think. You would think that the GM that's bringing in different players and is the one behind drafting would do what the coaches would want, right? Isn't that the ideal situation? And I don't know. I genuinely don't know what the positive of Brian Gutekunst being the grocery shopper and just saying, Matt, you got to figure it out. Like, I don't get what the benefit there is. Is it just have the power?
I don't get it either. Honestly, the teams that I think of as the best have a good working relationship. And I'm not saying LaFleur and Goody don't like each other, but it's a cooperative relationship between the head coach and the GM. It honestly seems nonsensical and stupid to go any other way. Like, why wouldn't the GM?
There's no answer. Like, there's no reason why. It genuinely doesn't make sense.
Right. I mean, it'd be like Ryan telling us to do one show and we're just going to do our own show, talk about trains and everything. That'd be weird.
It'd be crazy. Trying to bring it back around to sports all the time.
We do it anyway.
Yeah, it'd be such a train
Think how
wreck.
much better our show would be if we listened to Ryan. 844-770-3776. That's the Carbos Talking text line.
Ryan
List
hates me for saying that.
or he hates us for a lot of reasons here.
Better be careful, Red Rum.
So I do want to ask you guys, based off of what Evan Cohen said on our show last Thursday, we already heard part of the clip when we were coming back from the first break, but there was a point that he made towards the end of it, speaking specifically about beyond like players, personnel, scheme, any of that stuff, what a lot of Packer fans, and he included, feel like they need from a defensive coordinator going forward.
Can I kill two birds with one stone? Can I maybe try to wait this out as long as possible, hope Hafley gets a job elsewhere, give LaFleur the extension he wants, but on my terms, which is I'm picking the defensive coordinator because I need some nasty. Because I know the moment I go to you and I say I want to make a change, Matt, we now have a problem. Now we have a problem.
So beyond anything else, beyond whatever style of defense they play or whatever scheme they play, does it just have to be hard-hitting, hard-nosed, attacking football? And also, did Hafley's defense not do that really?
Okay. Is it scheme or is it personality?
I think it's mentality. Mentality, personality.
And so...
And how much of that is also the coordinator versus the players?
True. And this goes back again... Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, if the coordinator/coach has a certain personality, that's going to trickle onto the players. They're going to emulate that exact.
So the Robert Saleh type effect, because you've never watched a defense of his or DeMeco Ryans. True, the Texans, what we just saw them do against the Patriots, their offense was hot trash, but their defense was out of this world. I mean, the Seahawks defense too. Mike McDonald, what he's done with. I mean, you look at a lot of these playoff teams, like their defenses are just
Brian Flores.
Violent.
Yes, violent is a great word. I would not call the Packers defense violent under Jeff Hafley.
I felt like they were at one point this year.
There's one violent guy, Micah Parsons, was violent.
Truly that Commanders game. It felt like they were...
Steelers game, I would say, is in there.
Steelers game, the Lions game, it felt like they were just ripping their opponents to shreds. Like, it felt like what you even saw with the Rams against the Bears last night. Like, that Rams defense had a lot of mistakes. They weren't always perfect, but it felt like they were always just flying and they were always attacking.
Every hit
they were attacking.
felt like a hit. Like a nasty hit.
There was one hit where I feel, was it Roma Dunze or maybe DJ Moore got hit on a sideline where he caught the ball in bounds, and the DB just came
DJ
down
Moore.
and
More.
just blew
Because then he
him
had to
off
sit out
his
for a
feet.
minute, didn't he?
And then he dropped the ball.
after that,
Yes, exactly. I mean, that
DeAndre Swift jumped over a guy. And
Yes, at the goal line.
If he's allowed to land, it's a touchdown because he got over
That
him.
was crazy.
And then the other guy from the Rams came in and drove him into the ground.
Can you guys think of a single play like that for the Packers this season? I can think of like one or two throughout the whole year. The Enigbare hit against the Bears in Green Bay.
Yep.
That one, against Monongai, that was a great hit.
I was thinking of the sack.
Yeah,
of
no,
Caleb,
sorry,
yep.
not of Caleb, but when he stopped him to set up the fourth.
Yes.
I was
the fourth
saying
and goal
he
for the
never ended up
interception.
hitting him, but when Micah Parsons was chasing Jared Goff like he was a freaking little
Gazelle.
animal,
One, yeah.
he was just
like
a lion
lion.
after him.
Yes.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
So, but that's honestly a poor reflection on Hafley, that we can remember the moments. It honestly speaks to the team gets up. You talked about big games. Wasn't that a Thursday night game for the Commanders?
Game, yeah. The Lions game was the first game of the season.
Yes, and then the Steelers game was Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So
I mean, honestly, even
There's
the
a
Bears
pattern.
games, like it felt like they played that during the Bears games, whether Mike
Till they
goes on
did.
the field or not. Well, yeah, towards the end because then they just waffled. Because beyond the fact that they don't there's a question about whether or not they were tough or not.
Yeah.
It felt very clear that they didn't have resilience.
I do think
they
something
didn't stick through games.
Something that stands out to me is I think it was after the Bears game, Micah Parsons spoke to the media and he said, "I've always said that if my offense puts up 21 points, we're winning that game." Like that's not the mentality. That's not the mentality of this Packers defense without Micah Parsons. It's legit. This Packers offense needs to put up 40 and we're good.
And it says something they had to import that McKinney and Parsons, along with Cooper, so two out of the three guys that have that mentality weren't here.
Yeah.
They brought it in.
I mean, shoot, even beyond his flaws or despite his flaws, Keyshawn Nixon has that kind of edge. He's just, he doesn't back it up with his play half the time. But
so then
he has that mentality.
So you just said that those were two guys that they had to bring in.
Yes.
Is that Brian Gutekunst then?
Yeah, that's my point. Goody, I think, is part of the problem here. And you have to stop building a defense like it's Madden or on a piece of paper. You have to build a defense that works with what your defensive coordinator wants to run, but you have to bring some nasty in. And to that point, I will say this. I've been around Jim Leonard. There's a quiet toughness to Jim Leonard. So I think this team would have that resiliency and toughness. I don't know anything about Raheem Morris's defenses as far as their mentality. And then Al Harris, from what I gather hearing the Bears players talk about it, he would bring that nasty. Like, he is a guy that, and I don't know his ability to call play. I don't know any of those sorts of things because he hasn't done it. But the mentality that he brings to the players have talked about it. He's the one that brings the nasty.
This might be a dumb question, but I keep seeing people chime in on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and also in the Talk and Text line. Brian Flores, he's obviously with the Minnesota Vikings, but is there any way that he could leave the Vikings, but also he would then just be going
I believe his contract
lateral?
is up.
Really?
So I don't think they have control over what his next move is.
But if you're him, do you want to coach for the Packers? Or do you want to coach for the Vikings?
You want to coach Micah Parsons?
That's fair.
Do you feel like maybe you have a better job, a better opportunity to be the head coach if you came to the Packers?
Not because they just extended Matt LaFleur.
I still think O'Connell's more secure than Matt LaFleur.
It'd be close now, I think, depending on what the actual figures we
I don't
find
know if
out.
that's true.
Really?
I don't know if that's true.
And also because you know why you might feel more secure in Green Bay, or you might have a better opportunity for your next head coaching position. Because despite that, the Packers have a solidified quarterback, and they are going to be a more proven team going into next year.
That's true.
So there's a higher ceiling for what that team can achieve, and if your team achieves more, then you're going to be a hotter candidate when the head coaching carousel comes back around.
My 2 cents is Flores should be a head coach, and he will be sooner than later.
He should be, yeah.
I mean, there are now, 10 openings this offseason? Well, 9, I guess, because the Giants got filled, but still, there's going to be plenty of opportunities this offseason for him.
The 715 chimes in. Put your name on this. This is great. I've never heard this phrase before, but I also understand what he's saying.
So you're going to steal it now?
Yes, obviously. I work with Molly Brown. The Packers are a coffee shop toughness team, not a parking lot toughness team.
What is coffee shop toughness?
I don't know, but I like it.
Is that like your tough
Target toughness?
I think it's implying that coffee shops are calm.
They're soft, is what they are.
Oh,
Maybe it's
I was going to say that the last 2 times I have been to a Starbucks in a store, one a grocery store, one a Target, I've seen the most unhinged behavior from human beings and they act so tough to the baristas, and I just don't understand.
What does acting tough to a barista mean?
Screaming and berating and like losing their minds because they didn't get their coffee order right. So to me, that's what I think of coffee shop tough is that like I'm gonna go insane over a wrong order.
Maybe, I guess. I think.
So you think of it opposite.
So I'm saying that like that's not really tough. That's just overcaffeinated.
No, not tough at all.
And yap, but they don't actually.
It's unhinged, is what, like you said.
We need the 715. Put your
I would
name
love
on this
for the
and
Packers
tell
to
us
be unhinged.
what coffee shop. I just said coffee shop.
Coffee.
What are we at, Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, coffee.
What are they selling? Chocolate? No, nobody knows. SpongeBob.
SpongeBob has not made his way to my house. This is Jim Matt Molly to my Coors Light.
Breaking green and gold news. Defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley is leaving Green Bay. What's next for Matt LaFleur's coaching staff? Reaction continues next. Breaking news on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Metro Kia and Metro Ford of Madison. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Save the dates. Wisconsin volleyball takes a big stage, tipping off the 2026 season. The Badgers playing in the AVCA First Serve at Fiserv Forum. The showcase featuring 8 of the top 12 teams in the AVCA national rankings. ESPN Madison is your home for everything Wisconsin Badgers with the Jump Around, the Kelly Sheffield Show, and the Barry Alvarez Show. All available to stream on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Get 0% interest for 4 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. With exclusive features and customized for every home, Pella provides the highest quality products at a price you can afford. Go to PellaWI.com. PellaWI.com.
Happy New Year and happy new engagement. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. You have heard me talk about corporate, fundraising, and even casino events, but we are also amazing wedding DJs. Never cheesy and always the perfect fit for the perfect couple. Please let us help you narrate your wedding day love story while playing an amazing soundtrack that will rock your dance floor. Create lifelong memories of your one special day. Do it right and do it with celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Hi, I'm John Hayes of Goodman's Jewelers. It's hard to imagine, but Goodman's has been the diamond store of Madison since 1933, which means your parents, maybe even your grandparents might have shopped with us. We maintain the same high standards, honesty, and integrity that kept them coming back time and again. Keep their history and our history alive. Shop Goodman's Jewelers today in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. We're online at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
There's no chill on the deals at Metro Ford of Madison. Right now, get into a 2025 Ford F-150 with 2.9% APR for up to 66 months plus $2,000 retail bonus cash. Looking for something sporty? Check out the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport with 3.9% APR up to 66 months, $2,500 bonus cash. Or lease for $319 a month with $38.49 due at signing. But hurry, offer ends February 2nd. Visit MetroFordofMadison.com.
When a trophy is raised, it can feel like the season's over. But on the ESPN app, it never really is. Because with more than 47,000 live events, plus originals, highlights, and coverage from every corner of the sports world, there's always something to dive into. No off-season, just everything a fan needs to keep going. Always in season, get all of ESPN all in one place. Download the ESPN app on your TV or phone today.
$2.3 million. A recent Schwab survey of Americans says that it takes $2.3 million to be wealthy.
Well, you may have had your financial plan set on a bigger or a more humble number. But if you're looking for added insights on how to get there or how to avoid some tax pitfalls on the way, Annex Wealth Management is ready to listen. Mark Tauscher here, and whether your situation is complex or simple, the Annex Wealth Management team can give you wealth expertise and guidance on reaching your goals. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
Conference play is here, and every game at the Kohl Center matters. Wisconsin men's basketball kicks off its Big Ten home slate, facing Ohio State, Michigan State, Iowa, and more. Grab single-game tickets to be a part of the action, or elevate your game day with premium seating, including all-inclusive food and beverage, and the best views in the house. Big matchups, Big Ten intensity, the Kohl Center is the place to be. Get your tickets at uwbadgers.com or 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
Hey Madison, it's Rich Eisen. Join me for the Rich Eisen Show weekdays noon to 2 right here on 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by Celebrations Entertainment. Complete event services for weddings, corporate events, nonprofit events, outdoor movies, casino nights, and much more. Go to celebrationsentertainment.com to get started today. And the Green Bay Packers will have to get started on their assistant coaching search as breaking news brought to you by the Metro family of auto dealers. Defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley is officially being hired as the next head coach for the Miami Dolphins. That per ESPN's Adam Schefter and Marcel Louis-Jacques of the ESPN Dolphins beat report. Former general manager John Eric Sullivan for the Dolphins will be joining Jeff Hafley as the two were joined together in Green Bay for the past 2 seasons. So Matt LaFleur, after agreeing to a contract extension over the weekend, will now have his first big move of the offseason, replacing Hafley. Question still remains about what other coordinators he might replace this offseason. Make sure to stay tuned right here on 100.5 ESPN and across ESPN Wisconsin for all your Packers offseason updates. Then earlier today, the Milwaukee Bucks won 112-110 in their MLK Day matinee versus the Hawks. Giannis Antetokounmpo led the way with 21 points and was named an All-Star starter for the 10th year in a row.
When breaking news happens, ESPN Madison has it covered. Breaking news on ESPN Madison is presented by Metro Kia of Madison.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special. Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other. Jim's an onion. You got to peel back the layers to get to the good part.
He's not just a basic Bears fan.
Old Rutledge is at it again.
Do you think Dad's got good Instagram game?
No.
Instagram game. Oh my God. What's the most embarrassing thing your dad has ever done?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Existing.
Savage.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That needs to be a drop.
Yeah.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
Hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and sometimes Molly. Just kidding. Jim, Matt, and Molly presented by Coors Light. The Mountain Blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
It's always Molly Brown. Probably more than I have been on this show. And then sometimes Matt Hamilton. Primetime Warsham behind the glass. Give it to the show, 844-770-3776. That's Carbon Stock text line. This is more. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. In the open there, you heard my oldest daughter, Rosie, roast me. Such a sweetheart.
Rosie the Roaster.
There you go. But I do believe we got a few likes and subscriptions from that on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, because I know that she has YouTube, and now she's finally added ESPN Madison to the subscribe. You know, now she follows us on there, and she liked the video, and then she sent it to all of her friends.
There you go.
They also watched and liked, and I asked them to subscribe.
Existing.
Ryan, so Rosie and Nola both came in to paint mine and Matt's faces and nails, right? So this weekend, I was actually looking at my nails, though. They were supposed to be Chicago Bears colors. They ended up being LA Rams colors. I think once they dried,
foreshadowing.
they kind of became a little yellow and like a lighter blue instead of being like a dark navy.
Yeah, so Rose didn't get in trouble for the existing thing, but she will get in trouble for bringing not the right. Trust me, I've heard that in my head over and over again. Now, an update here. An update on that. She did come downstairs the next morning as I was watching SportsCenter on the couch, and I told her I was proud of her. I thought she was really funny. She did a really good job. And she says, "You don't always embarrass me, Dad." And said, "I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings." I said, "You didn't." She gave me a hug. I'm like, "I'm proud of you. You're good to go." But she did, after 24 hours, have some regret. But I told her, no regret. You just say things and then you just live.
Just like all of us. We all have a little bit of regret and we're like, should I have said that? Whatever. What's the most embarrassing thing your dad has ever done?
Existing.
That was so good.
That laugh from Matt is the most authentic laugh I've heard from him in a long time.
True.
Well, it's because he's never on the show to laugh. So,
Well, that too.
What are we talking about?
Importantness.
He was flying a plane today to San Diego, I saw.
Yeah. He's got 3 jobs. Pilot, a curler, and a radio host.
Do you think
if there was one person I don't want, actually, you know what? Matt probably knows how to fly a plane because he's watched like a tutorial on YouTube. Like that is Matt's life. Matt and I, the science guy.
Can I ask this question? Do you think that they knew Matt was a gold medalist and put him up there? That's one option. And said, "Hey, come on up." Do you think he brought it up and was like, "Hey, do you know I won a gold medal? Can I go see the cockpit?" Or do you think that they just thought he was a very excited adult and they're like, "I guess you can," like he asked and they're like, "I guess you can go."
They thought he was a golden retriever.
I'd be willing to bet he like had a ton of miles or something for whatever airline he's on.
Yeah.
He boarded the plane early, so it's only like him and his wife on the plane, and then he starts hamming it up like he does and says, "Oh, well, like I won a gold medal." Oh, you know,
How long? A minute into the conversation?
Probably. Yeah, totally. You know, I'm actually going to San Diego for this thing because I'm a gold medalist.
Oh, that thing got worked in very early too. Yes.
Totally. We'll have to ask him when we see him, whenever that is.
That's great, sir. But all I wanted to tell you was your seat's right here.
Oh, God.
Thank you. Matt's back on Thursday, allegedly.
Allegedly.
So Friday.
That's actual factual.
Hey, we're at Ruth's Chris tomorrow.
We are at Ruth's Chris. His loss. Ryan, are you coming?
Please.
Unfortunately.
I was like, I can't be at Ruth's with Jim.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow. Savage.
Yeah, that was savage. 844-770-3776. That's Carlos Talking text line. List is more. Jeff Hafley on his way to be the new head coach of the Miami Dolphins. We have two sides. Can I just say that whatever's happening to that Dolphin does not sound enjoyable.
He's just having a good time. He's dancing in the waves.
I think that explains a lot about Ryan if he says that's the sound of a good time.
I mean, does it not sound like he's having a good time?
No.
Can you imitate a dolphin that is having a good time? Do you think dolphins...
Oh, that was it?
No, yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds like a bed that's having a good time.
No, that's a dolphin. That one just choked. Ryan?
Hey,
is that a dolphin or Lil Jon? I can't.
What?
Yeah, it sounds like the same, actually.
Okay.
That's a dolphin having a good time.
Yeah.
What do you think Dolphins fans are actually saying about Jeff Hafley coming down there?
Why do we hire...
That's what they're saying. They're saying,
Why do we hire Beavis?
Oof.
Or Butthead?
He has an interesting...
I don't know which one is which.
He does have an interesting haircut, I will say.
He looks like he's from the 1950s. The time traveler.
Wait.
With his haircut.
Nope. That was something else.
What?
What do you think the Dolphin fans are thinking?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what any fan base would think of Jeff Hafley coming in as their head coach.
I've said it before. If he was hired as my head coach, I'd be like, show me the last game that they had. Oh, 25 points in the fourth quarter. I know I keep bringing it up, but 25 points in the fourth quarter? What are we doing?
Oh, man. You know what? We'll have to... maybe we could find some audio from our friend and teammate here at ESPN Madison now in West Palm from Colin Russo. I would love to know what they are reacting to down there. Maybe we'll find some stuff on social media and share it tomorrow to the reaction to Jeff Hafley. Because, again, it goes back to the Eberflus thing. You're like, okay. Because I don't think Jeff Hafley is a known name. Like, Robert Saleh would be more exciting.
Yep.
honestly, for the Dolphins, which I get why they wouldn't hire him, Chris Shula would be a heck of a hire, the defensive coordinator for the Rams. And
Chris Shula is going to be a head coach, though. That's the thing. He's kind of out of their league.
The Dolphins?
Oh, for the Dolphins, yes.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. Or Saleh, like if you're one of those, like those names would get you excited as a fan base. I'm just thinking in Miami right now, they got to be like, okay, much like I was with Eberflus. I'm like, okay, I guess the Colts had a good defense. I'll take your word for it.
I mean, to defend him, I think a lot of Packer fans were saying the exact same thing and had the exact same reaction when Matt LaFleur was hired as a head coach.
True. I'm not saying the reaction
Just an
means
unknown
anything.
quantity.
You asked the question what their reaction is. I don't think it's a lot of excitement down there.
It's so tough with head coaches when you don't really know what translates to a good head coach because there's so many good coordinators, great coordinators.
But he wasn't a great coordinator.
But even then,
he wasn't a good head coach.
There's a lot of guys who are just so coordinators who end up being the best head coaches.
Brett Bielema.
I mean, shoot, even John Harbaugh. I mean, he was just a special teams coordinator.
All special teams coordinators are.
I know
good
they're
head coaches.
important, but to say that like they have this. Well, Rich Bisaccia's in his own category. But we know that
like special.
He filled in as a head coach, didn't he, for the Raiders before he came to the Packers?
He filled in, yeah, on a Raiders team that I think maybe won 2 more games.
Joe Judge, remember him with the Giants?
Yeah, flamed out really fast.
From
but
the
even
Patriots special teams coordinator.
Brian Daboll, amazing offensive coordinator for the Bills, goes to take over the Giants, and they've been a dumpster fire for 3 years, right?
I mean, a lot of it's quarterback, which again.
Quarterback too. And the Dolphins have a giant glaring question mark at quarterback.
They do. So we asked the question, who do you want at the Packers' next defensive coordinator? Jim Leonard, Raheem Morris, or Al Harris? Right now it's 48% Jim Leonard, 39% Raheem Morris, 13% Al Harris.
So do you think Packer fans more than anything just want the most proven quantity possible?
No, they want their guy.
Well, I think to them, Jim Leonard is a proven quantity.
Not a proven quantity.
I mean, but to Packers fans, he is because of what he did in
college. My point is they want a Wisconsin guy. They want the guy they know.
But Raheem Morris, I mean, those results are pretty dang close. I mean, it's not like it's a gulf. And you'd think for the guy being in Wisconsin, like you'd think he'd have more of an advantage.
Dustin has no fun on our ESPN Madison Twitter poll question. Will the Packers be better on defense without Jeff Hafley? Who knows? Ask when to hire the new DC, for Christ's sake. How about we just chill out, Dustin, and have a good time?
I mean,
he seems fun.
He brings up a fair point, I will say. Who the DC is will probably determine a lot of it. So it's a fair question.
Okay, but we are here to entertain and have fun.
No, Jim, but here's the thing. I will say you also
I think I literally answered the question like Dustin did. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's a fair point.
Right. But why do we even exist if we're just going to give logical answers?
I would also say, Jim, you don't need to read every comment. The other thing.
I wanted to dunk on this dummy.
Just mute them.
Yes, exactly. What do you know?
I just wanted to
That's
dunk
actual fact.
I just wanted to dunk on this dummy. Don't participate.
Why didn't you do that to
Dustin.
Molly then?
What?
Why didn't you do that to Molly?
Molly was entertaining. Molly did not say, "Who the hell knows? Ask when to hire DC, for Christ's sake."
But you said that he's a dummy. But Molly said the same thing.
You said
Okay,
that?
you just want him to say that I'm a dummy?
Well, I'm just
What the hell?
I'm just trying to say.
When did she say that?
No, I just said I don't know how to answer the question.
Right. And then you answered the
And
question.
then I answered the question.
Okay.
She played along.
I did. It's kind of a.
What was your answer
If
then?
you're forcing me to answer, then I said yes.
They will be.
Yes.
Just because you hate Jeff Hafley that much.
Part of it.
Well,
And
'cause
also, but then I went to the other side and I said that it also depends on the personnel that they bring in. So, like, it depends on what players they have on this
What do you
defensive
think?
side of the ball.
What do you think will matter more between those two?
Players.
Think it's players more than coaching, more than anything?
Yeah.
So right now, 55% of you say yes.
And I don't know what they can do in terms of changing the players that much either. You know what I mean?
When you say players, does Micah Parsons coming back, is that included in that?
Micah Parsons coming back, getting rid of Rashawn Gary and replacing him with somebody better, having actual corners that are good. Yeah. That's pretty much where it is.
They don't have a pretty clear route to adding those corners either.
It's the tough part. They can't get first-round picks.
Unless they make some crazy trade at this point, which I don't know what exists for them to do something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can't imagine they have anyone who they'd actually be able to trade for a first-round pick, who they could just give up like willy-nilly like that.
In Goody, we have to trust.
Well, good luck with that.
Well, I will say his first-round picks wouldn't have been good anyway, so you gotta just
that is fair.
Risk it for the second and third round.
Can I say that Jim Leonard is almost like having like the best job in the world? It's like being the backup quarterback to like Favre back when they never had to play and you just got to collect checks.
Just being the dream girl at all times?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Because like he's the Instagram model you're never going to date. Oh, he's
probably
gonna be
AI.
Right. He's AI, honestly. He's the AI greatest head coach in the state of Wisconsin's history, whether it be college football or NFL football.
/ also the greatest defensive coordinator of all time.
Yeah, he's never been able to prove us wrong.
If I'm Jim Leonard, and I mean this earnestly, I'm not taking a job in the state of Wisconsin because I am beloved here. I am the guru defensive coordinator.
But even if he takes a job, I saw that he was interviewing with the Jets. I don't know how accurate that is. Yeah. But even if he went there, and let's say he failed, like Packers fans, Wisconsin fans are going to say, oh, so now we know that he wouldn't have been a good option. You know what I mean?
It's still different failing somewhere else than here. He is Wisconsin's golden boy. And if he can just not fail in Wisconsin, he's going to be a god in Wisconsin. He's going to be the one that got away forever if he doesn't end up coaching here. If he coaches here and fails, he's just going to be just another dude. And if he coaches here and is great, well, then obviously he'll be what everyone pretends he is, pretends they know what he is right now, which is the GOAT.
So if you were picking in this poll question, Jim, of who should be the Packers' next defensive coordinator, from the 3 names we picked, we're not going to add
and
any
I'm picking
more.
this as a Packers fan.
No, I'd say just as you. Like, true, like, who do you think would be the best candidate?
Okay, Raheem Morris is the best candidate. I think he'll be here for a while. He's an established defensive coordinator. He's established a culture. He's been a head coach. You don't have to do anything. Like this Jeff Hafley, bad coach at Boston College, coming in here and running the defense is different than Raheem Morris, who's been a very successful defensive coordinator at multiple spots in the NFL and has run 2 NFL teams. And he'll bring in an entire new staff. Not that someone else wouldn't, but like Raheem will bring in his guys. Raheem Morris has a staff. Raheem Morris has people. Jim Leonard does not have NFL people. I'm sure he knows some, but he's never assembled a staff.
Well, I will say part of it, too, is like he wouldn't be able to bring the guy who was his DC in Atlanta. He just signed on to stay with Kevin Stefanski as their defensive coordinator.
Raheem Morris has got plenty of people. Well, he's the DC, and you can bring on a bunch of other people. He worked in Tampa. He's worked here. Like, he's got like he can do it. He's got a staff around the league.
When do you think we'll know who the next defensive coordinator for the Packers is?
When did they hire Jeff Hafley?
I think the sooner the better right now. Because with all these head coaching jobs available, I'd want to grab someone immediately. Because 10 head coaching jobs available means 10 DC jobs are available. Well, I guess 9, but the Harbaughs. The Giants don't have a defensive coordinator right now. I'm sure some teams are going to fire their defensive coordinators. So I would say immediately and as fast as possible.
Jeff Hafley was hired on January 31st 2 years ago. So it'd be within 2 weeks, you would think.
And honestly, Raheem Morris should be a quick and easy hire. He's got a relationship with LaFleur. If LaFleur has the carte blanche to hire who he wants, you bring him in and hit the ground running. Don't waste time with interviews. Let him build his staff.
Which is probably what the Packers need more than anything, because the point Molly made last week of saying you're all in on this window with Matt LaFleur, Jordan Love, and Goody, and then as well as Micah Parsons. Mm-hmm. You're committed to this 2-3 year window. You can't really take the time to like slow down and reset things, especially for even for a guy like Jim Leonard, who would be his first time coordinating in the NFL, or Al Harris, who would be his first time taking a defensive coordinator position after being a really successful position coach. More proven is probably the safest option, and it might be the smartest option, though it's going to be tough because especially then if Jim Leonard goes and like has real success elsewhere, or especially if Al Harris goes and has real success as a D coordinator eventually, like that's something Packer fans will always kick themselves about.
Only if Morris isn't good.
True.
I mean, because I think at a bare minimum, we know what Morris is, and he is a good defensive coordinator. He's proven it multiple years. And look, the Packers went safe with LaFleur. Go safe on the defensive coordinator. Hire Morris. You feel like he can build. Because for me, the rest of the staff is important, especially when we talk about the lack of physical mentality here. And so I think that's the guy. You hire him and you move quickly. And then you can come hang out with us and celebrate the hire if he's hired tomorrow at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. That's where Molly and I will be for Jim, Matt, and Molly. The last Barry Alvarez show of the season comes up after us, so we'll be able to see them as well. Make sure to check out Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton, their Sizzle, Swizzle, and Swirl happy hour. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Do you think Dad's got a good Instagram game?
No.
Instagram game. Oh my God.
I don't know. It's the best I can think of.
What's the most embarrassing thing your dad has ever done?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Existing.
Savage.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That needs to be a drop.
Yeah.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
What's it like to have a 20-plus year business technology relationship with James Imaging Systems? Listen to Doug Brown, Assistant Executive Director with the Dane County Humane Society.
It feels like having an extra person on our own team that's coming to take care of us.
Tell us more.
Their ability to help us with our problems, whether it's proactively planning to prevent problems or when a problem arises, they're always right here to help us get things going again.
So the benefit of working with James Imaging Systems?
It's one less thing to worry about. It just makes us feel like we're in good hands, makes us feel like we have somebody who is on our side and genuinely trying to help us accomplish our daily tasks.
Doug, would you recommend James to others?
I would 100% recommend James Imaging Systems to anybody who is looking for somebody to help them with their copiers, their printers, their services on their existing equipment. We've been happy for decades.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Visit jamesimaging.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Pizza Hut's Big New Yorker Pizza is back. For just $10 for a limited time, get an extra large pizza with 6 huge slices so big you have to fold them. Load it up with your favorite toppings, like the classic and crispy pepperoni. It's the perfect way to feed the crew with giant slices and one legendary vibe. Big size, big value, just $10. Head to one of their locations. Order now on the Pizza Hut app or online at pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut, feed good times.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Madison, Tuesday, January 20th, we will be broadcasting KBN live on site at the UW Bookstore on State Street from 2 to 5 p.m., celebrating IKEA's brand new partnership with UW Madison. IKEA is now closer than ever with their new pickup point inside the University Bookstore, which is awesome. You can order online and pick it up as soon as the next day, and it's free for IKEA family members. So swing by the UW Bookstore, check out the new IKEA pickup point, and come hang out with us while we're live from 2 to 5 on Tuesday, January 20th.
One call, that's all. It's not just a slogan, but a way of life at Gruber Law Offices. If you've been injured, call our team today. We've represented tens of thousands of injured Wisconsinites for well over 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Breaking green and gold news. Defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley is leaving Green Bay. What's next for Matt LaFleur's coaching staff? Reaction continues next. Breaking news on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Metro Kia and Metro Ford of Madison.
Every week on the Here District podcast, listen to the biggest names in basketball talk about your favorite team, the Milwaukee Bucks. Hosted by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson and his son, NCAA champion Chris Johnson. Follow along as they break down the latest action on the court and around the league. Joined by the all-time great players and journalists who know the game best, Here District brings you Bucks analysis like you've never heard it before. Watch Here District on the Bucks official YouTube channel or listen wherever you get your podcast.
She's Molly Brown. She's Molly Brown. I'm Jim Rutledge. Sorry. This Jim Matt Molly presented by Coors Light. Just, I don't know. Every once in a while, you just throw like a tense on something because I'm trying to talk to Ryan.
No, you don't. Jim Rutledge did? No, I don't.
Oh.
Can't relate.
I just meant more of like a flub.
I feel like if you hadn't mentioned it, like nobody would have noticed.
No, I was making fun of myself because
I know, but
one of those ones you should have moved on.
I honestly thought you guys were gonna make fun of me because I had like I guess I'm used to Matt doing it.
I was gonna say you don't have to. If we're that in your head, I apologize.
Ryan Wollershimed.
Yes.
Yeah. You got Wollershimed.
Honestly, yeah.
Good
A
job,
little bit,
Ryan.
actually. I was talking to you in your ear, and that's why you came back a little
I
flummoxed.
was trying to have two different
Yeah, can
conversations.
we talk about that being distracting? Yeah.
Well, okay, would you rather me just have the conversation behind the scenes on the air with you?
Well, we can get to that conversation in a second. But 844-770-3776. That's Carbon Talk text line. This is more. Michael from Janesville chimes in, and maybe it's because there's a lot of Jim Leonard tweets here that I wanted to get to, so maybe that's why I threw the D at the end of Molly's name. Jim Leonard Jim Leonard was a walk-on and a dog playing safety for the Baltimore Ravens. He's the toughest guy the Packers need. He'd be perfect. A lot of tough. Okay, but he hasn't called plays in the NFL. Here's an outlandish take from 715, who still hasn't given us his name or their name. Fickle asked for a release. Fickle is granted, gets hired in Green Bay. I think he's actually good in the pros. Jim Leonard gets hired here in Madison. Go Bucky. I don't think Packer fans would be happy with that. Badger fans would be.
Wait, who in the NFL would hire Luke Fickell, being like, "Oh, you had so much success at the University of Wisconsin. Why don't we hire you?"
It's fair.
I guess that's what happened with Jeff Hafley, right?
Yeah.
Who has a worse record in college
Luke Fickell will go
football?
the Jeff Hafley route. Like, I'm already get fired.
I'll become an NFL head coach in 3 years, but I almost got fired from UW.
Did the Dolphins just hire Luke Fickell as their head coach? Is that what we're coming around to?
He's being interviewed by the Titans, actually. Taking Mike Vrabel's old job, his old buddy.
That's depressing if you're a Dolphins fan. Speaking of depressing, let's get to stats to depress people.
Great. Can't wait.
What's the story? Are you not happy or?
Still to be happy about.
Take that for data.
Beep, boop, bop, bop, beep. These are stats to depress people.
I got some sass from Jim and Madison.
Ooh.
Jim's right. Jimmy Leonard shouldn't consider the DC job in Green Bay. Successful people notoriously never take risk. Got me. Sass.
So who's the successful people in this situation?
He's making fun of me for like saying that a guy like Jim Leonard wouldn't take a risk because he's successful.
Oh.
But to be fair, we have no idea if Jim Leonard's a good defensive coordinator in the NFL.
And we actually have no idea what his aspirations are, too.
True.
Like, does he even want to be a D coordinator?
The one thing we do know is Raheem Morris is a good defensive coordinator in the NFL.
We also know that Sean McDermott was a good D coordinator in the NFL. Pretty good head coach, but
good head coach.
Got fired today, guys. Got axed. Whereas Matt LaFleur got extended. And that is our first stat to depress people today, guys, because fun fact, there were 5 active head coaches who have been with their team longer than Matt LaFleur in Green Bay. To start today, there were 5 head coaches who had been with their active team longer than Matt LaFleur had been in Green Bay. Only one of those coaches had not been to at least one Super Bowl. That was Sean McDermott. So now Matt LaFleur is the longest tenured head coach, active head coach in the NFL, to not at least make a Super Bowl.
Interesting.
Do you think Matt LaFleur will make a Super Bowl in his career with Green Bay?
I hate this question. Can I be like whoever that was, Dustin in DeForest? I hate this question. I don't want to answer it.
I don't know if he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
Honestly, if you're not able to answer it.
Honestly, if this team looks the way that it did at the beginning of the season to the midpoint, until Tucker Kraft got hurt. Even after Tucker Kraft got hurt. I feel pretty good about this team making a Super Bowl. Pretty good. But that's primarily because of Micah Parsons.
Yeah, and Kraft, and the playmakers on
Correct.
offense when Kraft is healthy, and Watson, if he comes back and they give him an extension too, like, there's a lot of pieces to this team right now.
But right now, I can't confidently say that they're making a Super Bowl. I feel uneasy about this question.
Jim, what would you say?
Well, I think it's more likely they finish in last place next year than win the Super Bowl.
Last place in the division.
The Vikings don't even know who their quarterback is. The Lions, who knows what they're going to do for offensive coordinator?
Well,
that was a blunder.
They hired a new offensive coordinator.
I know, but like, who knows what it's going to be though?
True.
We all thought that the Lions could have won the NFC North this year too, and look what happened.
True.
And the Bears are a prime regression candidate.
Yeah, without a doubt. I'm not saying the Bears won the division. I'm just saying that all these teams are very equal. So the Packers, Vikings,
and Lions all could finish last or first. And for the
It's the
likelihood of the
exact same situation that we said coming into this
but
year.
the likelihood of the Packers going to Super Bowl, I think that's less likely than them finishing last. Do you get how I got there now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they still could be a 9-win team.
Do you think that this division will be more like the NFC West this coming season? 3 teams who make the playoffs, and honestly, the 3 teams who make the playoffs in the NFC West might be the 3 best teams in the NFC.
I think it'll be very similar this year as far as how the wins got to where they got to. There's just they're gonna be more teams.
You're like 9 to 11.
Yeah,
much
but
every team.
it won't be as decided by the end of the year. So maybe this time around, to your point,
It'll be a
maybe
real
there's 3.
race by the end of the year.
Yes, I think they're all going to be within 2 games of each other.
Okay. All right. Well, staying on the Super Bowl train, conductor, diesel, engineers. Only one coach in NFL history has reached the Super Bowl for the first time after his 7th season with the same team.
John Madden.
That was John Madden with the Raiders. This was the popular stat.
Yeah.
This was a popular stat that everyone brought up because Rob Domofsky put it in the beginning of his article about Matt LaFleur being retained, since Matt LaFleur just finished his 7th season as a Packers head coach. So once again, not even just winning a Super Bowl after a 7th season, just making it after a 7th season without making it before. History would say the Packers don't get there with Matt LaFleur.
Correct.
All right, and then the other one, I brought up Sean McDermott
Or he
earlier.
could be one of the most Hall of Fame coaches of all time.
It would be such a cool move. It would be such a Hall of Fame Super Bowl DVD if they make the Super Bowl next year.
So wait, can I actually go back to the last question slightly?
Sure.
Sean McDermott or Matt LaFleur? Whose career would you rather have as head coach?
Funny enough, I actually have their career
Great
numbers
minds
brought
think
up.
alike.
Sean McDermott, in his 9 seasons with the Bills, had 8 playoff appearances, a 98-50 regular season record. That's a 66.2 winning percentage, 5 AFC East titles. Matt LaFleur, 7 seasons with the Green Bay Packers, 6 playoff appearances, 76-40-1 regular season record, 65.4% winning percentage, so just 0.8% lower than McDermott's. And then he has 3 NFC North titles in 7 years compared to McDermott's 5 AFC East titles in 9 years. It's almost identical.
So here's the part. I think McDermott's a better coach. I think Buffalo's been more successful. They just had Michael Jordan in their way. Because Patrick Mahomes, I believe,
this year they didn't.
4 out of 5 times.
This year they screwed it up. But the other years they had Michael Jordan ending it for them.
You think
Did
they
you
were
see
just
that?
Patrick Ewing
Did you
with
see that during the game the other day, where it was like other quarterbacks that basically ended Josh Allen's run? Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Patrick. It was insane.
The other crazy stat I saw, I think it was after the Patriots. I believe it was after the Patriots beat the Texans, that it's been 15 straight seasons that either Tom Brady and or Patrick Mahomes has played an AFC championship game.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
But also,
That's
you
wild.
I feel like we give Matt LaFleur quite a bit of grace too with the amount of injuries that this team has had this year. I don't know if that same grace was given to Sean McDermott. For all the stats that you just listed for them having such similar careers, Matt LaFleur didn't get as much flack as maybe he should because of the injuries, and obviously this team didn't perform as well because of the injuries. There's literally Josh Allen was doing everything for his team this season.
I would also ask, do you think Matt LaFleur doesn't get as much flack or credit because his quarterback is not on a Hall of Fame track like Josh Allen is?
Correct.
Also, think of the start he got. He got a resume pad with Aaron Rodgers.
You say Matt? Yes, exactly. If you're really comparing,
McDermott did not.
The numbers you really have to look at, the ones that Evan Cohen brought up with us last week, is when you start to look at Matt LaFleur's numbers in the final season with Aaron Rodgers and then along with Jordan Love. Over the last 4 seasons, the Packers are 38-33-1. That's regular season and postseason, a 52.8% winning percentage. And they've only gotten 11 wins. 11 wins is their most in a season over that span. I'll ask you that, Molly. Do you think the Packers win more or less than 11 games next year?
Oh, God. My fan wants to say more. I feel like he almost has to. I know we want to talk expectations more later this week.
Has to, for his expectations,
Yes.
or it's going to happen because there's no other
he
option?
has to. Okay. Because if you don't want to lose your job, because as we all know, he can literally get fired at any point in time. Just because he's getting an extension doesn't mean that he can't get fired.
Yep.
So to me, he has to win the NFC North. And to win the NFC North, you're going to need to get 11 more wins.
Yeah.
I think it's less than 11. Just with McDermott, Josh Allen, McDermott's first year was 2017. So 2018, Allen went from 2,000 yards passing and 10 touchdowns to then 3,020 touchdowns and then 4,000 4,000, 4,000, 4,000 with 37, 36, 35, 29. I know he's not an offensive guy, but he also gets credit for the growing pains / hiring the right people to develop Josh
Hiring the
Allen
right people for sure
into a future Hall of Fame quarterback.
They got, I think it was Brian Dable was the first offensive coordinator. Then after that,
Joe Brady.
There's one
Dorsey.
between. Dorsey was kind of the miss in the middle, but then Joe Brady's been pretty good for them over the past few years.
So like McDermott, if he wants to coach, should be hired immediately by any NFL team with a brain.
Any NFL team with an opening, probably.
Yes, well, that's what I mean. Yeah, sorry, NFL and any NFL team with an opening and a brain.
What if he went to the Dolphins? No, the Dolphins just got taken.
That would be wild.
Also,
I'd hope for that to happen. Jeff Hafley gets fired before he even
that'd
coaches.
be crazy. But with all the head coach openings, now we're moving on from the stats to impress Packers fans. How long do you think it is before Bill Belichick is coaching an NFL team again?
Can I just say this?
And what if he coaches Buffalo?
I would not be a fan of my team if Bill Belichick was the coach. I think they'd be terrible. I mean, I guess I'd be a fan, but they're going to be terrible.
You want to talk about a coach that gets carried by a Hall of Fame quarterback? Yeah, that's Bill Belichick.
Really? Come on.
I don't even know.
Are you joking?
I mean, I think that he's a very qualified head coach beyond having Tom Brady.
What happened after Tom Brady left?
Okay, after he left, he didn't have a quarterback. Now, that's the big question is how can you replace that? But I don't think any NFL head coach is successful without a quarterback.
And I am a fan, and the Bears have a lot of turning around to do, of a disaster of an NFL franchise. And I was so worried they were going to do something dumb like hire Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I'm not saying Bill Belichick would have worked for the Bears.
Well, I don't think it works for anyone. I think he's currently a bad football coach.
Okay, wait, hold on. Ryan, you think that Jordan Love is a good quarterback, right?
I do.
Okay. What do you...
You asking if I want Bill Belichick as the Packers? No, because I want Matt LaFleur over Bill Belichick.
No. Let's say this is before Matt... Like, we didn't know if he was going to get fired. We didn't know if he was going to get extended. All the things. Jim, try and look entertained while I'm talking.
Sorry. I did my best to hide it.
No, you did not. You literally didn't. Your face was just... yeah. Anyways. Would you take Bill Belichick as your coach?
You're saying if we didn't have Matt LaFleur?
If you didn't have Matt LaFleur.
If we didn't, I'd have to look at the other options available. I think there'd be better options
That shows
available.
you right there.
Well,
if you think he's the best coach in the league.
I didn't say he's the best coach in the league. When did I say he's the best coach in the league?
Jim. Ryan, you're implying it.
She's mad at you.
I'm saying at his peak, at what he was doing the best, he was one of the best head coaches in NFL history.
Okay, would you take him if that was him right now?
Right now, at his age, no. But I think there's going to be an NFL team that will eventually.
His age? What the hell does his age have to do with it? You're literally talking. I
matters.
just said if it is his peak. It is his peak performance as an NFL head coach.
Are you talking Bill Belichick at his peak?
Bill Belichick 10 years ago, whenever the hell it was that he was winning back-to-back
10 years ago,
Super
then
Bowls.
yes, I would take Bill Belichick. Yes.
With Jordan Love.
With Jordan Love, yes. With a lot of quarterbacks, I think you'd be very successful. I don't think you're winning 6 Super Bowls, but I think you're being successful.
10 years ago, is that 20 years before his girlfriend was born?
Is she younger than me? She
Why
might
does that matter?
What's her name?
She's negative 10?
No.
No.
What you said 10 years ago is 20 years before his girlfriend was born?
Sorry, my bad. She might be. I don't know.
Take that for dad.
You get
What's
the
her name?
point.
Jordan
You
what?
get caught up in the math. I mean, Molly's going to be... Are you going to be upset or happy if she's older than you?
It's Jordan Hudson.
Or younger than you?
I really
I believe
don't.
she's 25.
Gives me the... Oh, my God. She's younger than you.
Last I checked, yeah.
She's out of Ryan's age. 24.
24?
Oh, my God. She was born in 2001. Allegedly.
Oh, my God.
24.
Jiminy Christmas.
What is the equivalent for...
When was he born?
1940.
Back when coal was used to power trains.
1952. Blech. Allegedly.
Not allegedly. That's according to Wikipedia.
No,
Wikipedia's
my
always right.
throw up is allegedly.
Bill Belichick was born before there were cordless phones. And Jordan was born like there were cell phones already in existence.
Jordan
Ryan.
Hudson, not Jordan Love. By the way, just to clarify.
Jordan Love is
was
closer
older.
in age than Jordan Hudson is to Bill Belichick.
Yep. I believe when Bill Belichick was a child and had to make a phone call, he might have had to talk to an operator to make a connection. Like, hello, operator, I'd like to get a hold of Bob on the other end of town. All right, hold on. Quick.
Wait, did you he talked in Morse code? Is that what
No,
you're
like
saying?
then the people on the operator board, they take
Oh,
the, I don't know
gotcha.
what they do, but
Wait,
they
Ryan,
plug in some wires.
did you see that there's like actual stories of Bill Belichick potentially going to the Bills?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, this is actually real.
I don't know if they're real stories or if it's just rumors.
Rex Ryan pushes Bill Belichick as the only guy to replace fired Bills head coach Sean McDermott.
Well, Sexy Rexy might want to just actively try to, he might actually be trying to sabotage the Bills.
I'd rather have Rex Ryan than Bill Belichick at this point.
Yeah.
Rex Ryan will probably will get interviewed by someone.
Which one embarrasses your team more?
Well, can I say this?
The one who loves feet or the one who's dating a 10-year-old? Okay, sorry, too young. 18-year-old.
You don't even have to fudge the age. A 24-year-old, his granddaughter's age.
We're getting a little too into throwing stones, guys. We might want to.
But
we can carry this over to the next segment.
I want to hit a break here.
I want to say that how locked in. How old is Bill Belichick?
73.
How locked in is a 73-year-old to football when he has a 24-year-old girlfriend? Football field.
What else would he be thinking about?
He could be thinking about a lot of things. I don't know what he's doing, but he's thinking about a lot of things. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Also, just to do show policy, got to get Jim, Matt, and Molly tattooed on your buttocks if you're going to host the show. So.
If you're going to host or produce?
You guys can.
You guys are going to find a new producer. I'm sorry, guys.
Good content.
I'll probably find a
Matt,
spot. I can find a spot for it. Yeah. I can throw a JMM somewhere.
Big dumper.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semra with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Braden Hermsdorf from Oregon High School. You're a Panther.
Sure am.
What does it mean to be a Panther?
Means everything. Means representing your school, always being a leader. That's what we focus here. Pride. Focus on Panther pride and wearing it loud and proud like I am right now.
Now, you've had some issues. Knee surgeries. 2.
3.
Oh, 3. Actually, 3, but it was 2 years that you missed, though, right?
Yep.
When you look at your time at Oregon, what do you think you're going to remember the most?
How fast it went, and I'm always going to remember perspectives. I watched on the sidelines for 2 full years, and I feel like I learned some great lessons, cherishing moments. Like, you got to always cherish it when you're in high school, and that's, I feel like, what I learned from sitting on the sidelines. Things are so much better when you're playing sports as an athlete.
Your seat at the table just got better. Step into the high limit room at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. This is true high limit play. Experience enhanced game rules, including blackjack where the dealer stands on soft 17. Better odds, faster play, and authentic action that sets Hard Rock Casino Rockford apart. Your next hand could be your best yet. Find your edge, play your rhythm, and raise the stakes in the high limit room at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's hard rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 Love Madison schedule is here. Setter of the Year Lauren Carlini and hometown favorite Claire Chausset return to the court, ready to lead a powerhouse lineup of world-class talent. Get ready for non-stop action. Every serve, every volley, and every win, right here in Madison. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the unforgettable moments all season long. Visit lovb.com to check out the full schedule and secure your seats today. Volleyball is the next major league.
I worried that I couldn't work a full-time job and still have time for college. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I found my stride. My classes are flexible and hands-on, and I walk on campus feeling inspired. My advice to others? Make your dreams a reality. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars are won every single weekend in Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. So go be a winner and go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Primetime Laura Sean behind the glass. Let's throw some stones.
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
That was cooler than being cool. Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
All right, Jim, here are your 3 minutes since we're running late in the show to talk about the Bears game last night. Go ahead.
Well, and shout out to a couple people, Chris Manisfish Waters and the Audi Madison gave me kind of congratulatory / backhanded compliments on the season for the Bears. I'll let Molly kind of share her thoughts on what she thinks the Bears will be in the future here, but I came away from the game heartbroken, I would say. It was a hell of a season. It was house money. But as Tauscher said, this is a season these opportunities are still few and far between. And it felt like they had some magic going on. And it
especially
ran out.
in that fourth quarter.
I don't know what you're talking about.
4th and 4 for a 50-yard touchdown pass or whatever it was.
Christmas. That was
51 air yards from,
14,
what is it?
If you read it in the box scores, they have 14-yard touchdown pass to Cole Kmet.
Ridiculous.
I had amazing, the Caleb moments this year were great. And the season, I predicted that they would have a season similar to the Packers' first season with Jordan Love. And
it was better. I mean, it's hard to argue, even as a Packers fan. The Bears first season with Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams was better than Matt LaFleur and
especially when you count for Caleb's year 2 in the league. So I have a lot of excitement going forward, but it still sucks to lose. I don't even care how they lost.
Who do you blame for the loss? If you had to.
Man.
Caleb had 3 picks.
Yeah, but...
See, so it's funny. I'll tell you my thoughts. So I was watching that game, and I saw that last throw, the last interception, and I was like, okay, why are they trying to blame this on everybody but Caleb Williams, right? That's just where my mind goes right away. But literally as the game ended, I'm like, Caleb didn't lose him that game, though. Yeah, he threw 3 interceptions, but he won the game for them. He didn't lose the game. If anything, you could blame the drop passes. I feel like there was a million guys that dropped freaking balls.
I was going to say,
Jiminy Christmas.
Do we have to have a conversation? Is Rome Odunze built to play in cold weather?
He had that one good catch. I don't really remember anything else.
And then he dropped 3 that just hit him directly in the hands.
Yeah. But if I had to blame anything, it's the drops.
Yeah.
I don't have a specific player. There was a lot of drops.
That's how it's been the last couple games that I've at least watched, where I'm like, why are these guys... literally, none of this is Caleb's fault. These guys just can't catch a ball.
The one drop I'll blame on him is when he threw a rocket pass to Theo Bennett at the left tackle.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
But he's
what
just
are you doing?
catch it. Boom.
Yes, that was a bit much. I would say the drops in general were killer. Because I can't blame DJ Moore, even if he did short run the route, because he left the game multiple times in that game injured.
That one hit he took on the sideline, he got destroyed.
So, and Caleb's interceptions... honestly, the Colson Loveland one was a misthrow. The other 2, I don't know what's right, but it seems like there was maybe miscommunication between the wide receivers and him. And the reason why Collinsworth brings that up is that's been a problem throughout the year with the Bears receivers. They're all young except for DJ. They sometimes run the wrong routes. As far as Rome, he missed 7 games before he came back for that Packer game. So I'll just hopefully say that's rust. But I was bummed about how it ended. I do feel like the Bears, at a minimum, are back to a perennial playoff team. But I still want to get a Super Bowl, and so this still stings.
So I know Jim loves to compare Jordan Love and Caleb Williams. I believe that they have both thrown the exact same amount of interceptions in the playoffs. Caleb Williams has only played in 2 playoff games. Jordan Love has played in 4.
And Caleb has 5?
5 interceptions.
Yep.
They both do.
Yep.
2 last week, 3 this week for Caleb.
4 touchdowns. Yep.
Is Caleb closer to Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers?
I don't get the Caleb's accuracy knocks are fair. The interception stuff, he set a record this year in the regular season for the best touchdown or interception rate to start his career.
All right, but something you love to bring up is how many interceptions Jordan Love throws in the playoffs.
Right. But I'm just saying that.
So let's just.
So I'm just saying that Caleb is not the completion percentage, sure, but he's not been a turnover guy.
So is Jordan Love a turnover guy?
Yeah.
How? I just said same amount of interceptions.
Hey,
Jordan
Molly,
Love has double the amount of
Molly,
games.
the numbers don't matter.
But okay, if you want to go playoffs, fine. But
How about this regular season? He had one of the fewest turnover rates in the NFL.
But Caleb was less.
Okay, but Jordan Love's a turnover guy with few
This
turnovers.
was Caleb Williams. This was Jordan Love's best season.
The thing that's
turnovers.
tainting your memory is that Caleb Williams is good in the fourth quarter. Jordan Love hasn't shown that.
Jordan Love is a more consistent player, but I'm saying Caleb Williams' touchdown interception ratio was better than Jordan Love's last 2 years.
It's better, but you just said Jordan Love was a turnover-prone guy.
Going into this year, he was.
Going into this year, he was.
He definitely improved that. Jordan Love improved. He's just not.
But wasn't Caleb Williams turnover-prone his first year?
Yeah, let's stop.
But he's no longer a turnover-prone guy, Molly.
I'll say this, and it's not you guys.
It's 1 year of Ben Johnson.
No,
Turn it around.
Hold on.
Turn it around. Make you not a turnover guy anymore. Make you more of a pancake fella.
He didn't turn it over his first year either. So what I will say, I was trying to get to, is that, and it wasn't you guys, this season started the conversation of could Caleb Williams be as good as Jordan Love, or could he be as good as Kyler Murray? He's now in
I don't know who was having that conversation.
I said not you guys. Not you guys. But there was very much of how good could Caleb be? Maybe he's a bust. Plenty of people. So the fact that Caleb and Jordan Love are peers, to me, is a win. Now it's the next step. At the end of next season, I'll say this now and I'll say it over and over again, Caleb Williams will be viewed as a higher-ranked QB in those QB ranking stats and QB ranking sort of who do you want as your franchise guy than Jordan Love. That is what I will die on throughout all this offseason and next season. This is Jim Matt Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening live from St. John's, Newfoundland. The Newfies love Jim, Matt, and Molly. 100.5 ESPN Madison.
At Carbon World Health, feeling your best isn't a luxury, it's a lifestyle. From advanced aesthetics and rejuvenating med spa treatments to personalized wellness care, everything there is designed around you. Whether you're refreshing your look, boosting your confidence, or investing in total body wellness, Carbon World Health combines medical expertise with a spa-like experience you'll love. Discover the med spa Sun Prairie is talking about. Book your consultation today at Carbon World Health, where wellness meets results.
Doug Brown is Assistant Executive Director of the Dane County Humane Society. Doug, your organization has business technology from James Imaging Systems. Today, we'd like to hear about your mission.
At Dane County Humane Society, we believe that everybody deserves the unconditional love that a companion animal can bring into their lives. We take pride in working with our community to help people help animals.
How so?
We are proud to offer services for adoptions. We're proud to help lost animals find their way home. We're proud to be able to take care of the injured and orphaned wildlife of the community.
How can others lend a hand to help the Dane County Humane Society?
I'd encourage anybody who is interested in helping to visit our website where they can learn more about the organization, including ways to volunteer, to donate, to participate in a special event.
And the Dane County Humane Society's website is?
GiveShelter.org.
One more time.
GiveShelter.org.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Mercedes Meet Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com, because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-568-3344. 800-568-3344. 800-568-3344.
Sure, you've got school spirit, but does your jewelry box?
At Chalmers Jewelers, we're proud to be an official retailer of University of Wisconsin jewelry.
Featuring the iconic Motion W, Bucky Badger, and more.
Prices start at just $65.
Whether you're tailgating, jumping around, or shouting on Wisconsin, let your jewelry join the celebration, because even Bucky loves a little bling.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
She's Molly Brown. I am Jim Rutledge. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. The news of the day, Jeff Hafley, the new head coach for the Miami Dolphins. He follows, I can't remember the assistant GM's name that went down there from Green Bay.
John Eric Sullivan.
I knew it was a triple name, but John Eric Sullivan.
Triple H.
Triple H. Triple H is now the GM of the Miami Dolphins, and he hired Jeff Hafley as his head coach.
Fake news.
Some of it's real. The Jeff Hafley thing is real. John O'Sullivan Smith.
John Eric Sullivan.
Eric Jingleheimer Smith. Gotcha.
John Jacob.
Jingleheimer. You know who's going to be the quarterback of Miami Dolphins? Write it down, take a picture. Malik Willis.
Okay.
Right?
I can definitely see it.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
It does.
We'll be back at it tomorrow. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. We're